Welcome to Peacefulness, Sharlee, and today is a Yin Yoga practice for deep relaxation. As you can see around me, I've got all kinds of props set up for today, and I would invite you to grab your own. A lot of the postures include a bolster. If you don't have one, you can always grab a blanket and roll it up. You can grab couch pillows, pillows from your bed, whatever you've got. And then I've got some blocks here. If you don't have any blocks, you can always grab books or pots or pants. And we're going to dive right in today, really taking our time and moving nice and slow as if we're moving through water today as we find our Yin Yoga and our deep relaxation. All right, let's get started. Go grab all your props and I'll meet you on the mat. All right, we are here and we are ready to get started. So our first pose today is going to be a child's pose. So bring those big toes to touch, your knees wide, grab your bolster here. And we're just going to bring it down into our child's pose. Using our bolster as a pillow. And turning to one side here. And breathe. As we drop into this yin practice here. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be. Just find your place where you can truly relax. Maybe closing the eyes or softening the gaze. And if you've got your head turned to one side, just go ahead and turn it to the other side. And we'll slowly make our way up. We're going to take that bolster and we're going to turn it the other way here as we slide onto our belly, taking the legs out long, resting the belly, the chest here on your bolster, taking a moment to maybe toss the hips side to side, making sure that pelvis is touching the mat. You're grounded through the pelvic bone. As we bring our hands out, planting through the palms, fingers spread wide here. As we come into our Sphinx pose today, finding our breath. Being careful not to crunch in the back of the neck here. Keep that neck nice and long here. You might even tuck the chin just a little bit. And we're here and we breathe. Notice if you can soften or relax any part of your body here. Noticing if you're holding or clenching. And then we'll release. Slowly making our way up. Coming into a half frog variation here. We're going to turn that bolster again. As we lay across that bolster, bring our head to one side here. And slowly bringing that left knee up. With our head facing towards the left side. Find a comfortable place where you can rest the arms. And relax. Notice if your mind starts to wander here. See if you can come back to the breath. Whenever you're ready, we'll release this side. Bring that left leg in and taking that right leg out. Bringing that right knee up and turning towards the right side of your mat. Again, closing the eyes or softening the gaze. Finding a place where you can relax everything. And then we'll release that. We'll grab our blocks here. We're going to put them underneath our bolster. So one here and one here. lifting that bolster up as we bring the knees here, taking that left knee up and over, and then bringing that right knee to the left foot here. And we're just going to use this bolster that we've lifted up as a little pillow here. Coming into a deer pose. Take your time here and getting comfortable. Just taking a moment to notice what this feels like. Again, you might play with your height here. Maybe you want to lower it down. You can. And whenever you find that comfy spot, close the eyes or soften the gaze. And breathe. And whenever you're ready, we're just going to flip it over to the other side. So we'll walk ourselves up as we slowly make our way to the other side here. Again, adjusting as much as needed to find your comfortable spot. Noticing what this feels like on the other side. All right, whenever you're ready, we'll slowly make our way up here. Making our way to a head to knee pose. So we're just going to take that left leg out long, bringing that right foot into the left thigh here. Taking a moment to get set up. We're going to bring one block to the inner side of that left thigh, or knee or calf, whatever you got room for here. As we bring our bolster on top. Then we'll grab our another block here and lift it up so that we can put our forehead to it. It might be here, it might be the highest level, or it might be the lowest level. So take your time here, and whenever you're ready, we're going to inhale, lift the hands up high. And exhale, we're going to kind of think up and over here, bringing that left leg in and turning towards it. as we lay over the top here, finding our head to knee pose on this side, making sure not to lock through that left knee, taking a few breaths here. We'll release it, and we're just gonna scoot our little tower here over as we bring that left leg in and take that right leg out. Again, taking a moment here to get set up. Whenever you're ready, we'll inhale. Lift the hands up high. Turn towards that right side as we bring it up and over towards the right leg. Making any adjustments necessary to find your comfy spot. And again, this side might be different. You might have to give yourself a little bit more space on this side. Just really listen to the body today. And then we'll release. And we're going to take both legs out long now. You might grab your bolster here to rest your head on. Or you might use your blocks to build a tower with your head here to rest on. Just find a place where you can take the legs out long and rest your head over. Rest the hands wherever is comfortable. Again, noticing if you're gripping or holding anywhere in the body. Just notice. And then we'll release. We're going to bring the knees up here. Taking that bolster aside, we're just going to grab either the feet or the ankles or the calves here. And we're just going to rest the head over, bringing the chin to the chest. Relax through the shoulders, through the feet. And breathe. And then we'll release that. Taking a moment here to bring the hands behind you. We're just going to windshield wiper the legs. A little side to side here. Nice and slow. So we windshield wiper the legs a little side to side here. One more to each side. And then we'll release coming onto our backs. As we move our props to the side here, we're gonna lay it down. Like the knees into the chest for just a breath here. And then we'll release. As we come into a little spinal twist here, we're gonna go grab that bolster. We're gonna bring it in between the hips and the feet here with the knees up high. We're going to take the hands out to the sides here, making a little T with the hands. As we lift the hips up, we're going to bring them towards the left side of the mat. As we bring the knees together, bring them up onto our bolster, taking them to the right side of the mat. And you might keep your gaze straight up, or you might turn to look at the left side of your mat. And breathe. We are closing in to the last couple moves of this practice. So really relish in this moment of relaxation. As we release, we'll plant through the feet. Come back to center. And take those hips over to the right side here. So we bring the knees together. Set them on top of the bolster towards the left side of the mat. And find your spot here. Maybe looking past the right shoulder. If that's too much, maybe looking up at the ceiling here. Right, release that. And we're gonna make our way to a reclined butterfly. Taking those hips back to center here. Bring the feet together and the knees wide. Laying them across your bolster here. Bringing the hands to the belly. If you would like this stretch to be a little more intense, you can always turn that bolster. Bring it underneath the hips here. Bring the feet together and the knees wide. Your choice here, so follow what your body is needing today. As we take just a couple more breaths here. And we release and move into Shavasana. And you choose what you would like in your Shavasana. You might bring that bolster underneath the legs here. Maybe bring it underneath the knees and lay the legs out. You might use your blocks here like we did in deer pose to create your own little cushion. To lay across, propping the head up and the heart up. Or you might just lay flat on your mat, bringing maybe a blanket or a block underneath the head. Either way, take your time. Find your spot and we'll relax. Soaking up our few last moments here, following the breath, relaxing the body, noticing if you are gripping or holding anywhere. Notice if thoughts are arising. just notice, take stock. It's perfectly normal. Maybe take a moment here to listen to the breath. Notice the belly rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. And if you would like to stay, I invite you to pause this video now. Stay as long as you need. But if you're on the run, go ahead and bring a little movement to the body, wiggling the fingertips and the toes, and taking them in a few circles one way, then the other. And whenever you're ready, we'll slowly make our way into a comfortable seat. I want to thank you so much for joining me in this practice. I hope you enjoyed this yin for deep relaxation. Feel free to drop into the comments below. Let me know how you feel, where you're from, what you thought. Whenever you're ready, we'll bring the hands to the heart. The light in me honors the beautiful light in you. Namaste.